How's it going, everybody? This is Cephasred, and welcome back to another mobile vlog. In case you're new to all these mobile vlogs that I'm putting out, I still don't have a computer yet. As soon as I get a new editing computer, I will do more game videos. I will do more of the game series that I've been doing for the longest time. In the meantime, I'm making sure that I'm getting vlogs out to you guys. I'm reading your comments, answering your questions, talking about TMI things, and just talking about all sorts of things that you guys want me to talk about. So yeah, I hope you don't mind these vlogs. They've been, a lot of fun recently, and they're easy to do, easy to make, easy to upload, and I like vlogging. I really do. It's nice to keep connected with the people that I'm talking with. So, but I do want to mention that I'm also wearing my new shirt. I haven't really worn it that much, but I got it just a few weeks ago. It's my Batman shirt. I should say a few months ago, actually. I just forgot I had it in my closet. So, but the thing about wearing this Batman shirt is that actually reminded me of a person a friend of mine that I was talking with, and he and I were in talks in regards to the way YouTube is right now, and YouTube is in a very bad place right now, let's just say, and we've got channels. We got videos and channels of very dark material of that don't really bring a sense of togetherness, a sense of creativity and learning to the viewer. Rather a sense of surprise, shock, and drama. And so I always think to myself, it's so annoying that these kind of videos are always getting the most attention. And so that's why it always reminds me that, for me, I've experienced so much stupidity in the past. And the fact where, a lot of people on this platform have done a lot of stupid things. And then they suddenly realize that they finally realize that they are being very stupid in what they do. And then they fix it. They take responsibility, they grow up, they fix it. And that to me reminds me of I went through a really dark time in my past. I did, when I was younger. And of course, I'm 31 years old. I spent 25 years trying to do things right for the wrong reasons. And not only that too, I was in a very dark place, as I mentioned before. I don't want to get into it that much right now because this isn't what the vlog's about. But the fact is that I've known what the light is, and I'm actually at the point where I'm at the light. But to be able to make certain vlogs for people to understand and relate, people have to understand the darkness. People have to understand and relate to it, and and it can either be another person's experience, your own experience, either or basically. And for me, it was a mixture of both. And so when I see Batman, he's my favorite superhero because he's been in the darkness and he fights with the darkness, but he doesn't let it consume him. And the thing about it is that the funny thing is that my friend actually was actually talking about a certain movie, I think is what it was. It was a cartoon or a movie, I can't remember, but it was with Owlman. Owlman went through the same thing as Batman, but he became a supervillain. And Batman said, "You know what the difference is between you and I?" Because Batman also went through dark, but he's still fighting crime and he's fighting for the good of people. It's the fact that, hey, you know what makes me different than you and I? You blinked. That is wow. And that was what Batman told to Owlman. The fact is that you can't take your eyes off something that you know is evil and is actually looking back at you, because if you blink, it will take over you basically. So with me, in this sense, I want to bring goodness back to YouTube. I want to bring fairness. I want to bring balance back to YouTube. And and the fact is that I've experienced so much in my life that I know what creates drama. I know what creates backlash. I know what creates anger and hatred. And I have to be very, very careful with things that I say and the things I do in order to not bring so much pain. But I've lived so much in my life. For 25 years, I've lived my life to the point where I know what's there, and it's scary. But now here I am, 31 years old. It took me 5 years in order to understand who I am, understand who I was, and to get control of my life. And that's why I hope the Paul brothers understand that. You know, and I know they're not going to see this video, but the fact is that, like, I know there's other people who have the exact same thing, who are feeling that exact same way. And the best advice I can give to you is, figure yourself out. Get a therapist, get a counselor, talk to them, and figure out your mind. Because if you don't, you're going to lose yourself. And that way, after you get yourself figured out, you can help others get out of that darkness, into the light. And then when they are a figure of light, you can actually look into the darkness and don't blink. You want to actually guide people out and get them back to where they need to be. I hope that makes sense. So that's why I say we need more Batmans in YouTube. I hope that makes sense. But the fact is that, like, we need a lot of, like, there are people who can do good on YouTube and not have to worry about being in the darkness, you know, especially when it comes to children. You know, if they got a good head on their shoulders, that's awesome. And it even helps more when you have people who were already stuck in a rut, in a dark place, and they come out victorious because they figured themselves out. They figured out what makes them stronger and how they can benefit society with what they know. That's what I wish to give to everyone who is also stuck in a rut, stuck in a bad place. You know, I've thought some really bad things in my life. I finally told myself, and got help from my own father, from a minister, that life does not have to be that way. That you can be a good person and you can still learn from the darkness, and don't let it consume you. You know, in order to understand it, you have to see it, you have to experience it, you have to know where it is. That's why it's so important. And it's hard, I know, for some people to understand that until they actually either experience it or they just take it as it is and trust the people that when they talk about it. That's basically what I mean when I say we need more Batmans on YouTube. We need more people to understand, for them to be able to come out and say, hey, we're here to help you. And then fight for the power of good. And that's what I'm trying to do with my channel. I've been doing that for the past 4 years. I've been trying my best to make sure that we have the power of positive thinking, the power of positive mental thinking, the power to respect and be tasteful. And that if anyone needs help, we're here to help them. And that includes me, that includes Markiplier, that includes Tyler, you know? That includes Captain Sparkles, you know? And the thing is that I fight for the power of happiness. I fight for the power of joy. And that's what I am passionate about. That's what I believe in. I'm sorry for getting emotional, but it's just the fact that I've lived a majority of my life being stuck. And I believed in the power of prayer. I believed in perseverance. I believed in patience. And there's no better example of someone who lived in the dark and got back to the light other than Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey lived a majority of his life being lost. From his own words. So you can even check it out on his own YouTube channel. The fact that he went to church so much when he was younger. And then when he got older, he's basically the king of comedy. He is the king of comedy. He is. I call him the king of comedy. But he lived a huge part of his life being lost, and he did some stupid things. I did some stupid things. And then finally, he found out the way to not only come back to what is truthful in life, but he was able to bring his comedy to a point where everybody can laugh and still give praise. That's why, like, I wasn't as hard as I was, being what I believe in and what I think in the past, because I didn't think it was needed. But now, where we are sitting at this moment in YouTube history right now, it is very important, because we need it. People need it. Yes, I do believe in the big guy upstairs. Yes, I am a Christian. But it does not mean that I can't take in people's words and help them out. It doesn't, I want to do that. That's who I am. And, like, I understand if you do not believe in the same thing I do. I understand that. But it doesn't mean I can't be your brother. It doesn't mean I can't spend time with you, to talk with you. You've known me for 4 years as someone who is gentle, kind. I do these videos for the sake of entertainment. And, so, like, with what we have right now, we need more laughter. We need more light brought upon to people. Because right now, we're suffering. We are suffering. There's too many people who think that being liars and cheaters and like, just all this stuff, it's becoming the norm. And it's sick. It not only does it sicken me, it saddens me. I hope this makes sense. That's why I say we need more Batmans on YouTube. We need more Batmans on social media to be able to understand and fight for the power of light and good, in order to bring peace. And peace in the way of that people will understand what they need to do. And so that's why I got so emotional, because we need more camaraderie. We need more happiness. And that's why I love what I do. I love what I do because it's needed. Love, of compassion, joy, peace, camaraderie, being together at this time of need. We have to have it. We have to. Or else we're going to be a lost community. I know I'm a small channel. I know I don't have a voice yet. But honestly enough, if a voice that I'm doing right now speaks truth in the midst of lies, it rings out the most above everything else. And if you agree with me, if you actually do think what I'm saying is true, then you know what I'm talking about. Then you can comment, you can say I agree with you, you can say I disagree with you, you can like, you can dislike, it doesn't matter, it's your opinion, and I totally understand it. We need more happiness. We need more Batmans. We need more laughter. Let's not be afraid to stand up for what's right. Because we need it. Don't blink. Watch what's happening. And fight for the power of good. I can't believe I actually took 15 minutes to talk about this, but that's all I'm going to say. I know there are questions that I need answering, but this was the video that I needed to make for all of you. Please understand that who I am does not mean I follow the ways of everyone else. You've known me for 4 years. I am a believer in the big guy. I openly say it because I'm proud of who I am. So I thank you all very much for watching. And if you did enjoy this, please leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel. It not only helps me out, it helps you out and this channel and gets me to make more content. And even if you dislike what I say, let me know. Like you can click the dislike button. The fact is that we as human beings have freedom of speech, freedom and free will. We've also got freedom to pray whoever we want to. I choose what I've already chosen. That's who I am. So I hope you accept me for who I am. And accept the things that I have said. Because we need it. It is so, so important right now. Thank you. Take care of yourselves, everybody. Hit that bell icon in order to see my videos pop up in your feed as soon as they're uploaded. High five.